Yeah, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world, greetings to you all, and I welcome you all to another episode of BIAFRANS Must Succeed. Well, the voice you're about to listen to is the voice of my brother from another mother, Mazi Eksan-Chukwu, or you can call him Mazi Christian Chukwu, who hails from Abia State. He is from the same state with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this message is very, very important that you bring it to the general public, because not everything is not all about fight. Sometimes we need to apply wisdom. And the content of this message is unequivocally right. Let me put it that way. I don't know whether the English I use or the grammar I use here suit the narrative, but whichever way it is, and I know what I want to talk. Because I got my corner now. Let me do the speaking, and the people will go do the interpretation. Let them be at the comment section. People can't come and kill myself. Anyway, I'm not gonna listen to this message, and the title of this message is Nigerians blast Pastor Adeboye over Ifeanyi Okowa's arrest of 1.3 trillion naira fraud allegation by EFCC. The church don't get involved in a fraud. I don't know. Na Christian talk about me talk about. No be small time now. I go talk say I dey like to get myself engaged with church matter. My hand no there for that one. But whichever way it is, let us just listen to the message together as it's going. And I will still have to preach either before the middle of the video or at the end of the video. But anyway, take come on YouTube. This video is not a copyright. We are doing what we got to do as BIAFRANS in the media space, sharing the messages of one another. So if you type this message copyright, then me and Donna go put one leg for put two legs for 1 trouser. Now YouTube I talk to no be my fans. So let us go there, please. There's no time to waste. Help me as I'm sharing. You to know how to do what to do. You need to share it, like it, comment on it, and make sure you subscribe, because more of these videos will come in your way. At the end of the video, and I say remember the culture or the tradition rather, we are going to dissect the comment section to know what our people think concerning this matter. Please. Any of your comment is being appreciated, so go ahead and commenting, and make sure you keep liking so that YouTube will also recommend this video to other users on the platform. Let us go there.
Nigerians should start dragging Pastor E.A. Adeboye because he has supported an alleged criminal governor, which is Ifeanyi Okowa, that was arrested by the EFCC with allegations of 1.3 trillion naira. I repeat, Nigerians should start dragging Pastor E.A. Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God over his comments on Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. He said that Ifeanyi Okowa is the person that will be used by God to transform Delta State. So the Yoruba Runus and Yoruba conservatives and every other Nigerian that used to push narratives, push propaganda. This is now Pastor E. Adeboye. Nigerians should start dragging him because he said Okowa is the person God is going to use. Now Okowa, the same person, a man of God, a respected man of God, supported, is the same person EFCC is tagging 1.3 trillion naira fraud on his head, on his administration. So is it safe to say that a man of God is supporting a fraud or a criminal? Is it safe to start dragging Pastor E.A. Adeboye over his comments on Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa? Or is it that Adeboye was speaking as a father, as a man of God? So the way some people reason, especially Yoruba Runu and Yoruba conservatives, they pick out a statement, they turn it around, push a narrative, and start gaslighting their gullible followers. Nigerians are emotional people. Nigerians are not, they have a psychological problem. That's why you can go to any state. If you have like 100 million naira, you can go to any state and start a movement. And the people that you are buying over might not really understand why you are giving them money. You want to start a protest, you have 10 million naira, you can just go into the streets and you can pick any human being, even the ones on suit. You just join for protest without even asking questions. So far it is money. So Nigerians are easy to push around. You can start a propaganda now and you can get Nigerians, even professors, to join your propaganda. That is what the Yoruba Ronu, Yoruba conservatives, and other bigots That is what they are doing. 2024 is the year of gaslighting. Nigerians are being gaslighted left, right, center, because Nigerians are emotional people. Nigerians don't think straight again. Look at what happened with P2B. They are changing the narrative. They are not looking at the issues. They are pushing an agenda and spinning their narratives. Over 90% of Yorubas that voted P2B are regretting their actions. That is being referred to a popular APC Ronu and Yoruba conservative bigot. That over 90% of people that voted P2B, over 90% of Yorubas that voted P2B are regretting their actions. This is premium gaslighting. Believe you me, all these people that are reacting to a snippet from what P2B said about the Yoruba, Emilokan and the church, the Yoruba saying that it is my turn, whilst they are still buying 100,000 naira bag of rice in the market. And the church, they never watched the whole video. They never watched the full clip of the video. I'm very sure about that. But yet, because of there's a hatred for P2B, there's a hatred in them. The hatred that has been planted by Tinubu and his minions, using his social media, saying all sort of things. That hatred is germinating and bringing forth fruit. They just looked at that snippet and they started spinning narratives. Over 100 Southwesterners hampered on what Peter Obi said. When you go on social media, over 100 Yorubas took out of context what he said and started spinning narratives. To what end? What are they trying to do? They are trying to demarcate Obi and make sure that Tinubu looks marketable 2027. Don't be gaslighted. Whatever Obi said, when you look at it critically, he never hated anybody. He never despised anybody. It is the people that are taking it out of context that are trying to gaslight you, because they know that Nigerians are gullible, emotional, and Nigerians are goats. They are gaslighting you. They are not looking at the policies of the persons they voted for that have failed Nigerians. You see, you don't know how most of these people are abroad. They are not with the people to understand the suffering that is going on. The presidency is saying that Nigerians should tighten their seatbelts, but the same presidency is spending frivolously 21 billion, jet and all have you, escapades, cars in billions of naira. And these people see what the president is doing and they don't attack the president. They don't attack his policies. They start sugarcoating everything and making it look as if it's not the fault of the president. Focus on your governors, that's what they are going to say. Focus on your governors. The governors are being given revenue, increase in revenue. But they refuse to tell the people that the cost of governance increased by 400%, while the allocation increased by 100%. For instance, if a Yoruba Ronu is telling you focus on your governor, they increased the allocation to your, okay, in a month. I'm from Abia State. For instance, a bag of rice before Tinubu got into power is 40,000. Okay? And the allocation given to the governor for 2 bags of rice, let's say it is 100,000. So the government of Abia State will use 100,000 to buy 2 bags of rice as allocation. That is 80,000. 20,000 might be for miscellaneous and other extra codes. Now Tinubu comes in, everything jumps up. Bag of rice jumps from 40 to 80,000. Now Tinubu now increases the allocation of 100,000 to 150,000, and 80,000 per bag of rice. If you are going to buy 2 bags of rice, it's going to be 160. So by a 100% or 200%, the cost of getting bag of rice increases. But the allocation given to your governor increased by 100%. How would the governor be able to fund 2 bags of rice? So don't be gaslighted. If there's an increase in revenue to states, what about the cost of governance? What about the effect of subsidy on the lives of the people? Okay, you are collecting 30,000 and you used to spend 10,000 for transportation. Now, Tinubu comes in, subsidy increases, and you are paying 20,000 for transportation, but your whoever employer increases your salary to 35,000. Who is at the receiving end? It is you. So Tinubu, the main cause of Nigeria's hardship, these Yoruba conservatives will not focus on him, but yet they'll be lying propaganda and be gaslighting Nigerians. What P2B said, Sam Adeyemi said it, Joshua Selman said it, one other pastor said it. During the elections, Atiku said, don't vote for Igbo or Yoruba. Vote for me, your brother, who is an Hausa. He was not attacked for that statement. P2B said, don't vote for me because I am Igbo. Vote for me because I'm competent. Tinubu said, Yoruba Lokon. Then inside that Yoruba Lokon, Emi Lokon. Everybody, all these people campaigned using their tribal slurs. But it is P2P that these people will just take some things out of context and garnish it with bigotry and propaganda and feed it to their gullible followers. It is only the gullible people that will be moved by what these Yoruba and conservatives are saying. I'm not saying that you should not respect your culture and tradition, but I'm saying that don't lie to your people. Tell them the truth. Don't take things out of context and start sugarcoating it because you have an agenda. You see, what pains me the most is that most of these people are Christians. So those that believe, I'm talking about Christians. If you're not a Christian, you might not understand what I'm saying. Christians, in heaven there's no nationality. So where would a Yoruba or Bigots fit in heaven? When you die today, then because somebody is lying and telling you some lies, you start hating your brother who's an Igbo or Hausa. You start doing all sorts of things to prevent him. You start having some inordinate intentions against your brother. And you now die. And you are now saying you go to heaven. How would you go to heaven? How will you make heaven? When there's iniquity in your heart, not sin. How will you pray to God? The Bible says, if I have iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not answer me. And most of these people, they go to church, they are pastors, they are deacons and deaconesses, and they see what a young man said, and they are taking it out of context. They are assuming that he hates certain Yoruba. What he said is clear for everybody. Even what Tinubu said about Yoruba Lokon, Emi Lokon, some people were contesting it, despite the fact that the video evidence is there. He was talking to Yoruba APC, yes, we know. He was talking to Yoruba APC. But much more, the Yoruba community has been alerted of Tinubu's ambition. He said, it is Yoruba turn and it is my turn. Yoruba people were listening to him and they heard him straight. What Obi was saying is the normal conversations people have on the street. Like, okay, it is Yoruba turn, it's Yoruba's turn. Are you using this tribalism to get things cheaper in the market? He's trying to tell you that let's look away from tribal sentiments. Let's look at competence, capacity, and character. But these Yoruba don't know, because there's hatred in their heart, they have an agenda, they'll spin the narrative. It is good that at this point in time, Nigerians are irredeemable. Nigerians are irredeemable. For those Yorubas that voted for P2B, that are regretting vote for P2B, please don't vote for him. Please, instead, push for regionalism. That is the best thing you can do. If hate has been planted in your heart, so many lies around, all the allegations against P2B, none of them has any basis. This one just bring one thing, sugarcoat it. You know one thing about the Yoruba people. Let's give it to them. When it comes to gaslighting, banter, whining, they are top. No other tribe can beat them at that. When it comes to propaganda, banter, whining, normally they banter themselves with the language now. They whine you with their language. They play with all those kind of things. It is in their immune system. That's the normal thing they do, and they are good at it. So I'm not surprised when they want to take things out of context, they will garnish it with that culture of trying to push narratives here and there so as to make sure. See, don't worry about pushing narratives. What will happen 2007 elections, Tinubu will win the elections by hook or by crook. He's a desperate man. He is a desperate man. But I'm going to assure you, you will never get the dividends of democracy under this kind of leadership. It is not a curse nor a prayer. Now, the president's wife is asking Nigerians to join her and Nuhu Ribadu for a 7-day prayer against bad governance or for the betterment of the country. And this is what P2B has been talking about. Yet people turn their deaf ear to what the First Lady is saying. None of these people that took P2B's statement and started pushing narratives attacked what the president's wife said about prayer. None of them. None of them. That means they are religious. So your religion tells you to hate on your brother or on somebody of another tribe. Is that what your religion? So you not attacking what the president's wife said shows how hypocritical, how people don't have.
Going forward to listening to this, our brother, Master Christian, you will find out that in his analytic, it still boils down the Igbos are not being needed in the Nigeria. It still boils down Nigeria happening to Mumupi Tobi, who have lost control, who have lost it, or who have even lost step, who have even lost friends, who have even lost followers. He has even lost his base, which is the southeast, because he wants to become the president of the zoo. Instead of him to come and join hands with the people who are fighting for the independence of Biafra, he is busy gaslighting, moving from left to right, center, thinking that these people are going to love him. They are seeing him as a Biafra. And Biafra, he will remain, whether he like it or not. If he like, he can go ahead and tell us that Biafra died 53 or 54 years ago. They don't even care. If you like self, he can wipe out the entirety of his family. They don't even care. But that power, they will not give it to him. 2031, the power will jump back to the north. So P2B, the earlier you understand this, the better for you. Let us continue.
You have morals. You lack integrity. There's nothing good that can come out of these particular kinds of persons. If you like, gaslight Nigerians. If you like, continue from now to 2027. Yes, I've said it before. Tinubu wins next election, spend 8 years. But let me ask the Yoruba Runu, if Tinubu is not able to fulfill his dream, if Tinubu spends 8 years, what will be the next thing? Because some people are saying that 2024 is the year of gaslighting. 2027 will be the year of bigotry, that they have enough elements, enough content, enough instruments to push bigotry. You know what bigotry is? I don't know this whether people understand what bigotry is. I don't think they understand. But you see, what these people are pushing will in turn consume them. When you look at those that have pushed bigotry in the past, it turns back to consume them. If Nigeria is better, it's going to be better for everybody. If Nigeria is worse, it's going to be worse for everybody. No place enjoys more than some people say. In Lagos it is safe, in Lagos it is this, we are this in Lagos, we are this in Lagos. You have a minute way of thinking. You have a substandard way of thinking. And those people that are pushing conservatism, saying that the Yoruba names, Yoruba jobs for Yorubas, anything Yoruba land for Yorubas, Yoruba's name of streets for Yorubas, Yoruba businesses for Yorubas, well, continue pushing the narrative. The oil that is sustaining Lagos, when you remove the... See, what sustains Nigeria is oil in the Niger Delta. For those that don't want to have sense now. If that oil stops flowing into the federal account, Nigeria collapses. Even the Lagos economy collapses the next moment. There will be inflation, and that inflation will consume all the things. Have you not seen a city That we just have buildings and infrastructures, but there's no activity. Like what Tinubu said, it's going to reduce the purchasing power of people. Our airports are becoming empty, despite the fact that the airports have building. But what activity is going on? It is because the oil is not flowing in the hands of the people, and the people cannot afford expensive flights in and out of Nigeria. These airlines, they are making a huge number of losses. Mostly in the next 5 years, some of them will be out of business. That is what will happen to Lagos and other states that are bragging. When you start doing this conservatism, those in the Niger Delta start protecting their oil from going into other states. Since you want to have the sense of conservatism, I know the game you are playing, you want to play it in a way and stop halfway. No, you can't stop this your Bible halfway. When you continue with naming those names after Yoruba names, you must go to the next level, because other communities are going to copy from you, and when they copy from you, they'll do it much more than you. You see, I'm sitting down, I'm trying to understand, I'm learning some things about the bigotry these people play. Because propaganda is part of journalism. Yes, agenda setting, agenda building is part of journalism. And these people are using it. Some things that Tinubu and his team are doing are renomockery. I'm a student, I'm studying how they are able to, without conscience, push propaganda. Without conscience, not focus on the things that are important, but they will push your focus to things that are not important, diverting your attention, making you emotionally sick. I'm understanding this. And when an Igbo man gets hold of an idea, he does it more than you. If you are planting his bigotry, if you cannot castigate Pastor E. Adeboye over the statement he made, if you cannot castigate Pastor Sam Adeyemi, because that statement Obi made was the same statement Pastor Sam Adeyemi made. If you cannot castigate Pastor Selman, he made the same statement, and many other pastors, that means you are a hypocrite. We also know that most of these guys are hypocrites. We will never stop until you people start reorientating yourself that bigotry takes nobody nowhere. You cannot develop. See, people are aware. People are aware of what is happening in 2024. They are aware of the moves that these Yoruba rulers are taking. And I said it will eventually put the Southwest in a critical position after Tinubu's tenure as president. Tinubu and his family might still sustain their investment in Nigeria and they become the cabals. But the Yoruba as a people will suffer. After suffering under 8 years of Tinubu, they will still suffer after Tinubu leaves power. I'm talking, and you need to pen this down. After Tinubu leaves power, Yorubas will be treated the way Igbos have been treated in Nigeria. Because the hatred that the picture you are trying to posit, show people. I'm not talking about all Yorubas. You know, when I'm calling Yorubas, I mention Yoruba Runu, Yoruba conservatives, and the APC supporters. Because I don't see any reasonable person that will support the APC. I have not seen any reason. I have not seen one person, a Christian, a true Christian, one person that will support the APC. I've never seen. If an election was stolen, you don't support stealing as a Christian. I never see. And I will never see until Nigerians start to do the right things. But so far, Nigerians have decided to play politics on everything that is being said. What Peter B said is the truth. If you like, take the truth and turn it into misinformation, into hatred, into lies. That is your business. You see, whatever you sow, you shall reap. I'm not even interested whether Nigeria works or not. I've said it, I will say it over and over again. With this crop of politicians, Nigeria would never ever work. Nigeria has never been designed to work. You see, it's not about prayer that the president's wife is going to pray. It is not about prayer. It is about doing the needful, do the needful, do the right thing. But yet, people refuse doing the right thing. You repeat a certain thing, you get a certain result. You want to still do that same thing to get another result. No. If you are going to get a different result, you do things differently. Nigerians are unwilling to do things differently. Let me tell you, the best candidate now is P2B. The best candidate now. P2B will never be president. So that means Nigerians will vote for the worst. And let me advise P2B, better you join the agitation. Go low-key, don't contest 27. Don't contest. Do your normal philanthropy. Help us build the Southeast. Invest. Bring in investors. Use your connection. Bring investors. Help us build the Southeast. Let's become viable. That's what you can do. Because Nigerians they need somebody that would whip them. They need somebody that will make them suffer, cry blood. That's the kind of person they need. They don't need somebody that will give them good governance.
So that is the end of it. And I don't hear more from the voice of Mazi Christiana, who always give us analytic, the way they sweet us totally. Anyway, here are the comments. Chris, okay, Ijoma said, we are tired of this Nigeria problem, so without any solution. So leave Biafra alone because we are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. All must help Biafra. Eukarya Ego Dinogu, thank you for the analysis. Really true. You hit the nail on the head, according to Eukarya. User 95 Biafra.com. Biafra must be free this December 2nd. No going back. At Helene Wafo said our homeland Biafra will be our answer to them. Jealousy will buy them all. Charles Smith too said, but he also supported El-Rufai, Tinubu, and Yahya Bello. So this is no big deal. He is a pastor to thieves and Nigerian oppressors. Abi, you know, say the man to the trend for something negative. Benjamin Lemore said, by the time Tinubu finishes his tenure, I pity any candidate who would attempt to repair the already rubbish system, judiciary, security, education, infrastructure, and so on and so forth. Maxwell Ibenade Benade, okay, Ibenabo Benade. One Nigeria is a scam, and where is Yahya Bello? No, very easy for them to arrest Okowa. Where is Yahya Bello? James J said Okowa, who looted Delta State allocation for 8 years and still borrowed over 800 billion. My brother, that kind of money, you know they here. Henry Orawan said, why ESCC going after Okowa? Why is ESCC not going after Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, past governors? Why only Igbo governors being harassed alone? The Igbos are quick to condemn their owns. Now, true you talk, my dear. You have a you make a very vital point here. Charles Smith said you are right. What of Sanwo-Olu and other Yoruba governors? Lexi said, not even an excuse for him to steal. My dear, it is not an excuse, but let's balance the equation. Charles Smith said at Lexi, it is also not an excuse to arrest Igbos while the President Tinubu and his tribesmen are bigger thieves. Olubunaga Ademileko say you still talk of regional government when we are asking states to control their resources, fund themselves, pay their workers, and give percentages to the central government like US, like UAE. Those guys talking of regional government are old historian Gen Z. Okay. Kolade Adelemi said the story is everywhere. I said it before. Any Yoruba who vote to be must regret it because all the blame be on them. You see, I'm now. Raskimono, Tinubu, only repairing already destroyed nation. Obi is the most ethno-bigot person on earth, and he will never rule Nigeria. Okay, Olubunaga, the same person, I come again and say, in class of 30 students, 2 or 3 will be a student, 4 to 7 will be B. Okay, will be A student, 4 to 7 will be B, class 9 to 14 will be C, and 15 to 17 will be D, 18 to 24 E, and 25 to 30 F. Come each with behavior pattern to all national in Nigeria. So your mentioning Yoruba is not normal. Are you saying all Yoruba are Tinubu group? I don't know Tinubu or any of his family. Buhari time, remember, when power changes to east, we shall see. Okay, when power changes to east, we shall see. My people, make una like, share, comment, and subscribe. Kemesiano.